Hello and welcome to the second part of this eFootball PES 2021 Master League Let's Play. Just going to load it up here. So in the first episode we just played the first league game, which I believe was a win. Let's just go back and check. I think it was Chelsea and it was a 1-0 win. Okay, so since then, off stream, we have had a 2-0 win against Burnley, both of which were free kicks from Odegaard. Then a disappointing 4-3 loss to Leicester, who are actually top of the league at the moment. They won it with the last kick of the ball. Then a sort of similar match against Newcastle, which ended 3-3. These two games I played, and then I actually simulated two games. This one against Leeds United and this one against West Ham, both of which ended up in a 1-0 win, leading me to believe I should be simulating more matches. And that brings us... Oh no, sorry. In fact, no, I played the Luton Town match. I played a second string side. I just wanted to sort of test out a few players, and again a 1-0 win. So that brings us to this match today against Liverpool at home. I'm going to play this match and then the Fulham away match on the stream today, and then I'll probably continue on with a few of these, maybe these two matches. I'll continue on with them offline and perhaps come back with the Old Firm game online. So let's have a look. We've got some scouting reports to see. Don't really need a central midfielder, although he does look pretty decent. One to keep an eye on. Obviously Ferran Torres, good player. Don't need a right winger either though. This is someone I was looking at. I quite like the cut of this guy's jib. Very good free kicks, excellent passing, great ball control, rocket of a shot, good stamina. The injury resistance is a bit of a concern, and his ball winning's pretty low, but he did look not bad. I think we're alright just now though. I think we're okay. We've got a pretty good team. Let's get Nianzou back in. Emerson. This is a bit of a sort of toned down side that I played in the cup. Not that it's a bad team by any means, but Ronaldo Sanchez and Palacios. We're just let's see. Hold on. Pilsen starts. Vinicius is fit, and Odegaard makes the biggest difference to the team chemistry. You can see it shoots up there. And then making him captain because he's got that boost, that also puts it up an extra 9 points. So that should get the team gelling a bit better, which we're going to need when you look at that Liverpool lineup there. Just looking over, it only looks really like they've signed Everton, which again, as we mentioned in the first stream, Liverpool signing Everton is a fantastic sentence. Do I want to go... Let's play Tavares instead. who to go with in midfield. Let's just stick with that. Right, we need 2 central midfielders on the bench. Tempted to put Brown in. Nah, let's just stick with that. Right, 2 central midfielders, a defender who can play centre back or right back, attacking midfielder, a right winger who can also play it in the middle, Clivert for a left winger, Abraham as a backup striker. Right, that should sort us, hopefully. Now we are playing this on semi-manual and second top difficulty, so expect mistakes.
Outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. Well, it was 1892 when Celtic played here for the first time. It looks a little different now, but the scenes are epic as they have been through the generations.
Trying to think for any new listeners if I can show off any of the mods. Obviously you can see the overlays are different here. They've got the full Premier League overlays and custom chants, which I find makes a big difference. There also is the kits fit a bit tighter, which is a nice touch. Proper Premier League footballs, better grass. Need to kick off first. The grass honestly is one of the things that makes the biggest difference for me. I cannot stand how the grass looks in PES, just this yellow minging surface. Almost every player in the game also has their tattoos. I'm trying to think. Most are covered up here, but you can see even on the back of Firmino there. And I noticed that even on his hand. You see it just there. I'm trying to think if anyone else on the pitch has a lot of tattoos. In fact, Emerson does. He's starting, isn't he? Yes, but he's wearing his long sleeve garb. So you can't really tell. Anyway, this is in Kunku's first start, so I don't know how this is going to go. Team is starting to gel though, so I'm hopeful. Oh! First start and he nearly volleys one from about 45 yards. That would have been a delight. If that had lobbed over him, I'd have done a lap of honour around my garden right now. on. This time. Ah, another corner. I say this in every stream, but one thing to look out for in a modded PES like this, it does actually have some gameplay mods on it, and it increases the freedom of the ball. It's not always sort of assigned to a player, so you get a lot more sort of random events, which makes a huge difference in my mind. Ah, bollocks. It's just bad luck that it fell to the most left-footed player in world football there. Nice touch from Fabinho. The fuck is that? So yeah, the biggest sort of improvement I find, with, go on, nice touch. The biggest difference I find just on a sort of general moment-to-moment gameplay thing is the grass and the ad boards. I think they make a massive, massive difference. See, another thing, and this could just be me, but I tend to find that the fake shots in PES don't work on defenders enough. It seems to never really give you an advantage, but with this patch, you get away with a lot more like this. See this little fake shot here from Vinicius? Like, usually that would not go round someone in the base game. And I actually find that for a lot of the skill moves, that they're rendered not useless, but yet the timing has to be perfect on them. In this patch, I think, Jesus Christ, gives them a lot more sort of chance of being successful. Henderson was a bit late going for that. I tend to find that in the first half of the first season, you do have a lot of difficulty sort of creating chances. The players just, because they're not used to playing with each other, they don't make the types of runs that they will do in later seasons. I don't know what he's complaining about. State of that. In terms of putting crosses in from dead balls for headers, I think I've only ever scored about twice. But let's give it a go. I should probably be looking at the tactics more, I think, and asking them to make certain runs into the box, which I don't do. From a dead ball, like if it's Odegaard on the ball and I'm shooting, my conversion rate's actually really good, but Jesus, the wonders of manual controls there. The biggest problem in this match is going to be trying to get chances. My hope was that Liverpool were going to press high and I could get in behind, but they're not. They're sitting off, and that's going to make it hard. Look at that, they've got 10 defenders. Nice. Ah, that's two good chances he's had, and he's fucked them right at the goalkeeper. Nice wee bit of skill there. Got to do better than that. I tend to find that, like, for some reason, Real Madrid are always quite willing to let go of Vinicius. And so I tend to sign him quite a lot, and he's so dangerous, he's so good at getting into certain positions. But then see when it comes to the actual finishing, he leaves a bit to be desired.
It is deadlocked. It's Firmino. Mohamed Salah. Renato Sanchez. Greenwood.
That's a terrible touch.
Deftly done.
Oh, he's holding them off there, ref.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up. Salah.
Damn it.
And it's Mane.
Tried for a skill move there, it didn't work.
Firmino. Mane. And Mane!
Oofed.
He's pulled off a fine save. Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
That was sneaking in as well. This is going differently than I thought. I thought it would be, as I said, me hitting on the counter, which is what I was hoping for, but Liverpool have decided... Christ. Liverpool have decided to hit in the break, which is not what I wanted.
And it's been taken short. Good challenge. He just stood firm. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's
Uh-oh,
Milner.
uh-oh.
Tries a shot.
Oh, no.
It's in. And Liverpool score first. Well, that always
Fluky
looked
bastards are
like
going
the
to sit
outcome.
back now.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Big Paddy's not happy. I don't know, Alex. There had to be a foul in the build-up somewhere there. Look at that mutant cup in his ear.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0. And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Ah, pish.
Pass he's looking for. Renato Sanchez. Greenwood.
Ah,
Well, the crowd clearly like what they just
they're not really making the runs I'm looking for here.
nonsense defending. They've got it back as soon
I
as
think
they
there's
came
literally
away.
a plane driving right over my head right now.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's Firmino. Firmino really was
Make the run, you
master
tube.
there because he was denied
Jesus
the
Christ.
opportunity to turn.
He was away there.
Good. Hoists it high.
Somebody go.
Nicely measured pass. That's been lever clear. Renato Sanchez. Good take and he's had a look.
Ah, pish.
Forward it goes. Loses his balance and loses the ball.
Oh, you dirty bastard. What a block. Who was that? Gomez? Big dangling leg out of nowhere. Oh no, here they come again. What a big filthy second goal.
First 45 minutes are up. Here we are, off they go for half time. It did indeed come in the first half. It's only been that one goal. Very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence, and not rush into mistakes.
Right, let's try this.
And we're off again.
Celtic need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution. I think the more
Gonna be trying to get the ball now with Liverpool just fucking about now that they're 1-0 up.
Gets it out. Greenwood.
God damn it.
Junior.
Oh!
Could glance a goal.
It's a penalty, that. Fuck's sake.
They sit forward.
Oh my god.
And it's Mane. Going through. Now it's Roberto Firmino.
One of those horrible tackles that's enough to take him off balance, but not enough for a penalty.
Vinicius Junior.
Make a run.
Emerson.
Good ball.
Vinicius Junior. It's deflected behind for a corner.
I'm not sure why these players seem to be allergic to making runs in behind now.
Tries to get it clear. Early ball. Shot a goal.
Ah. Had the power behind it, but not. I think it passed whoever's fat head it was.
Emerson.
And behind. Ah, pish.
Retrieved, albeit perhaps momentary.
This has got the feeling of one of these games that I'm just not going to be able to break them down.
Real chance. Greenwood.
Ah.
This was gone, presumably for offside.
Odegaard's so good in this, but for some reason in this match, every fucking chance has fallen to his right foot.
Just got good distance on that. Greenwood. Gomez.
Oh.
Into the right position to intercept. Robertson. Set up one goal so far. Milner made his mark on this game.
Oh my god.
The pop.
Jesus. Been the better team, but they still look more likely to get a second goal. That's horrible.
Back for that one.
This is a stick on for 2-0. What's the button to make the wall jump again?
He's gone for the shot.
Not that. Fuck.
Gorgeous.
God damn it.
That is a gem. An absolute gem. And with that goal comes comfort. Oh, that is a bit special.
A little bit up against it now. Can't believe that fish for the Simpsons scored.
Liverpool take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh my god, who's that to? Not even a free kick for that.
He's played him through. That is as far as they're going to go. Forward. What does he try from here? That would have been some goal.
I could see it coming a mile off. See, as soon as you give a free kick away in that fucking range, it was guaranteed. And every time I attack, Joe Gomez has got his spider legs coming out of nowhere, blocking everything. There's still time, maybe.
Massive lead.
No headers like that, right enough.
Oh, he's got that completely wrong.
A souvenir for somebody in the front row. In fact, he is having a bit of a shitter. Let's try Abraham. There's nobody else on the bench that's going to make a massive impact. Most of the rest of the folk that are on the bench are all players that I'm trying to develop. Not players that are going to come on and claw a game back against Liverpool, unfortunately.
It's a very, very high press. Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity. A trigger by one player for the others to follow, designed to force opposition mistakes. Emerson. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. Oh, good interception. Chance! That has certainly tested the keeper. Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp. Well positioned to make that interception. Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next?
What the fuck is that? Can't believe that worked.
Greenwood looks to thread it through.
Oh my god! That's fucking horrible! Jesus Christ. Oh man. If that wasn't semi-auto, semi-manual, that would have been a goal probably, but what the fuck? I need to see that again. Looks like he's getting ready for the volley. Right off his back. The absolute state of it.
He's gone for a throw-in.
That kind of sums up how this match is going for us, I think.
Vinicius Junior. That's up top. It's anyone's ball.
Renato Sanchez, not really the guy you're wanting hitting that.
Driving on now. What can they conjure from here? Milner plays it forward. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate.
15 minutes.
Played to a promising move. Greenwood. And it's played forward. Robertson goes looking.
The fuck was that?
Liverpool are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I'm now in a situation where Odegaard's almost certainly humped. Aye.
He was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
So I'm going to have to bring on... Is it Ihitaran? Who, if you train him and play him on and off for about 2 seasons, turns into quite the player, but at 20-year-old now, Abraham doesn't look interested one bit.
Gomez.
Oh, mistake. The fuck?
Gomez. Missed it clear.
Oh no. Good bit of defending.
Renato Sanchez.
Well, they're really trying hard to change the complexion of this game, and surely it's only a matter of time before they can grab a goal. They're absolutely pounding away to get it. It's superb effort.
Good ball.
And he's got time.
Oh.
Adrian,
Oh, away.
given.
Never a foul. Maybe a foul.
Vinicius Junior. Greenwood is fouled. It's the talking to, I think.
Finally got a free kick off them. Once Odegaard's off the pitch and it's 45 yards out. Standard.
Celtic.
Oh no, it's not.
Chance now to pull one back.
Oh man, Odegaard would absolutely rip this into the net. Let's see what we can do.
Going for goal.
Ah, pish.
Smart save. He had plenty to do.
I should have looked at what his curl rating was, because that wasn't even, if that was in the corner it was a goal. This is the best performance of Adrian's career.
And he heaves it forward. Renato Sanchez. Mane. Now it's Origi. Loose ball. Who's going to get there?
Oh, first time.
Oh, the ball's come loose.
That seemed like it could have been a foul. In fact, at the time, not that it would have made much difference, right enough.
Now it's Roberto Firmino. It's Mane. Robertson. Great strength. Too strong for his opponent.
How the fuck is that a free kick?
Free kick.
Away. Boo.
Referee has seen enough. Well, that does not help. Interpret the performance as you will, but the key truth is that they lost. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Celtic
Poorly.
forgot to turn up with an attack
Fucking
feature,
all
and
over them.
that lack of cutting edge could possibly turn into something
Dreadful.
more serious for them.
So we've reached the
When
end of
James
our
Milner's getting man of the match, you've got issues. Certainly unlucky to lose 2-0, I would say. But that could have only been half time and I wouldn't have won, to be fair. Didn't seem like scoring at all. Man City won. Rangers lost. Man United won. We 1-0 win for Fulham right before I play them. Good. Where are Fulham? 12th. I actually need to go and check the Rangers team. I went before I started the league. I gave Rangers a bigger transfer budget just because if they went into the Premier League, they would have a bigger transfer budget. But I didn't actually look in to see who they signed. What am I doing? Where are they? Who did they sign? plays for, is it Sevilla? Someone in the Spanish league, I'm sure. Is a good player. Good signing. Vidal, quality signing. There's another example actually of the tattoos been put in for everyone. Hudson Odoi, good signing. Oh, Gilmore back to Rangers. Sani from, that's the one that played at Schalke, defender. He's a good player. Oh, Eriksson. And whoever the fuck that is. Some good signings, to be fair. I wonder they're doing quite well. Right, we'll play this Fulham away game. Wonder if we should make any changes. He's not going to start. He didn't do much apart from his volley. Maybe start Palacios. And this Oscar Mingueza, or whatever his name is, from Barcelona, he's definitely a work in progress, but against Fulham, maybe we can afford to risk it. And bring him in as well. Yeah, we'll go with that. Right, while this loads up, I shall stick the oven on, and I'll be back in a second once it's loaded up.
Hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here. Looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last
The
few
joys of
It's dry at the moment.
being off work for the day means that you have to have dinner ready at 5:30 sharp,
There's no certainty
or you
about
get a
that,
club to the
but
head.
when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match.
In case anyone watching hasn't seen this before, ignore the sort of dark patches in the background. There is a fix for it, I just haven't put it in yet. For some reason it only happens in cutscenes. When the game starts it disappears. It's there in cutscenes and in replays in the background. It's something to do with the lighting. You'll notice in the background there that they've got the proper music that plays at Fulham before the game. There also is a potential thing here where, because this is a custom stadium, sometimes when the ball comes to the near side, you'll see bits of the stadium sort of clipping into the match. There is obviously a way to change that. I can go in and I can edit the camera settings, but I'm pretty sure it's not that bad in here, so I'm not going to bother unless it's right in the way, because I like the camera angle that I play at, and I only change it if it's absolutely necessary. I've got a feeling in this stadium there's like a crane that you can see. I see how you can see that black bit cutting in there, but it's only a wee bit, so it's not enough to make me change the whole thing. I'm pretty sure there's like I say, a crane down here as well, but either it's there. But it's not enough to cause massive issues. Jesus Christ. So yeah, the plan this season with Celtic here is just to, because I'm playing it on quite a hard difficulty, the plan is really just to get the team chemistry up, and hopefully if I can finish in a Champions League spot, that would be good. But I think mid-table is probably more what we're looking at. Despite the fact that we've brought quite a lot of good players in, like they do have to gel together, and a lot of them are still developing, so it's not as if they're the finished article just yet. Penalty? What happened? Did he get fouled after the back heel? That's close.
And so we have the first set piece of the game. Celtic's free kick now.
Not impossible, but difficult, especially with that lad behind the wall.
He's gone direct.
Get in.
Oh, brilliant! The captain has surely won it.
What?
From our impartial perch, you couldn't ask for
That is
more
the
spectacular
worst
start.
commentating ever. It's like 5 minutes into the game.
Lends the moment a bit more oomph.
Peach of a free kick, but
Carries on in a similar vein.
Odegaard is lethal from free kicks.
Nicely done.
It wasn't even just under the crossbar, despite the fact that he's put it over the wall.
Celtic with an early lead.
Right, good. At least that means now that Fulham will have to attack rather than just sitting in, which I'm no doubt they would have tried to do.
Have to give credit where it's due. He had a shoots. He's done very well to get to that.
I'm almost certainly capable of gifting them a goal though.
Reflexes were ultra sharp. Celtic are already ahead. The perfect start. Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls.
Ah.
High tempo and intensity. They look as though
Get up,
they're
Greenwood.
much more at the moment. Left his cheek. Lemina. Hardly any
You forget that Areola plays for Fulham. I mean, you probably don't if you're a Fulham fan, but I don't know. It's just weird. Like, he's a really good goalkeeper, and he was starting for PSG up until about a year ago.
Hoists it forward. Look, Burn.
Fuck was that?
Here's a corner.
Did he try to lob it over me? Well, that was just awful. He should feel pretty bad about that.
Vinicius Junior. Renato Sanchez. Is there any... Has a hit!
Nah. I was looking for the pass, but he just kept inviting me to shoot there.
Fulham
God, I forgot Mario Lemina was at
approach here.
Fulham as well.
Offer
He's
simplicity.
another player that I liked.
It's good enough.
When he went to Southampton, like, it just seemed like such a weird thing coming from Juventus, but
Kelly will try cutting inside. Massively!
oh dear. They clearly knew what they were doing getting rid of him, because he's
What a slick move.
regressed since.
In the box to pick out.
Shit.
Now it's Mitrovic. Roof. He's got away. And Roof!
Thank God that's an ex-Rangers player up front. That could have been dangerous there.
On the palms of the keeper.
Renato Sanchez.
Burned.
Goes for goal!
Shit.
Chance to play it in. Renato Sanchez. He's tried one. Oh, that's a fine save.
Renato Sanchez really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then.
In fact, it's not even
Wrong he was.
fucking Areola that's playing
Loftus Cheek.
in nets.
Lemina plays it forward.
Must have benched him.
Mitrovic. Mitrovic!
Oh dear. Thought we were getting a wee double deflection goal there. Off Mingueza's head. Fuck is that? Got away with that one.
Surely. Has a pop. He's scored.
Talk about walking it in.
2 up and threatening to pull clear.
What's going on here? Not what to celebrate.
He was urged to shoot and he duly delivered.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Celtic take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances.
Some weather in this stadium. Looks cloudy as fuck. Oh my god, who's that to?
Ruth. Now it's Mitrovic. And he's away.
Well done. I'm a bit concerned that this Mingueza's not really a defender. He's good and he's got good skill coming from Barcelona, but like a lot of these
Pushed off the ball there.
Barcelona players are more, I don't know,
The outcome, it is good to see someone running
he's
at
like
the
a guy
defence
that's
like
tall
that.
enough to play centre back, but I don't know, I could see him getting moved into midfield at some point. Even his long passes are outside of the foot mastery.
And it's going to be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Celtic sitting pretty.
I think we'll
here
not
at
make any
half-time.
subs yet, we'll hold it tight and then
If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
I see they're going to overcommit now.
Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
Still these players aren't making runs, but I don't know what the hell is going on. I need to check the settings maybe. Jesus Christ.
Let's whistle off the ball. Lookman tries to get it.
Aye, they're just not making... It does take time, to be fair. Like,
Well dealt with.
you do find some weird stuff happening in PES early doors before the team chemistry works itself out. But I mean, Greenwood should be in behind there. That's absolutely criminal, that. Don't know why he's not doing it. Just going to show you what I mean. Like, when this pass comes here, Greenwood starts, number 11 down there, starts to make his run. Now at this point, if he keeps making that run, he's through. And he just stops. Like, why the fuck would you stop? Really odd.
That's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Try switching on to counter attack, to be fair. We're in a position just now where we can counter attack anyway. 2 goals up, pick them off. Ah. Into a big thunder bastard there.
Greenwood. Away from immediate danger.
The fuck? No foul, says the ref.
Renato Sanchez. Nicely controlled. Shapes to shoot.
There just was no space there whatsoever.
Lemina. And it's Mitrovic. Celtic with this only-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable.
Right. Yeah, that'll do that. Just start to cycle some subs on. We do have, in this sort of patched update, they've went with the current
Renato
allowance of 5 substitutes, which is quite good. So it means you can bring on more.
Greenwood.
Oh, more youth players if you're winning, which is nice. Get him.
Managed to get it away. Kenny. Roof. And it's played forward. Looking to break out here.
Nah, it's
Too strong for
terrible.
his opponent. Roof. Loftus-Cheek. Driving on now. What can they conjure from here?
It is frustrating having lost my previous Master League save because I had that team. Oh dear. I had that team drilled, and every one of them was like firing on all. That's an absolute dive. Every one of them was firing on all cylinders, making the perfect runs. And we'll get there with this team, but at the moment, Jesus.
Well picked out. Just needed a better finish. Well, by crossing the ball so quickly, I think this
At the
defense
moment,
just can't get
we're
set
only
to
about
deal
6 or
with
7
it.
games into the season, to be
Certainly
fair,
better
but they're
than what we
playing
saw, but worth exploring more.
like they've never played with each other before.
Forward it goes. Renato Sanchez on a strong run down the right. Greenwood floats one over. And that's been levered clear. Tried to play it through. Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek with a delicate ball. Kenny. Great leap!
Oofed.
Not the best of headers. Well, that's why we all say
Great positioning in that pole. Can't even see the header. Unfortunately, to get that team chemistry early doors, you really do have to sacrifice some good play, like when you're a good couple of goals up. I got one more sub too. When you're a good couple of goals up, you do need to start bringing players on and help them gel into the team. Let's get Abraham on again. And we'll bring Dumfries on as well. And hope that all these changes don't make the team collapse in the last 20 minutes. I'm sort of torn just now anyway whether I should be playing Dumfries or playing Tavares. I think Tavares has got more upside potential, but Dumfries is a better player just now. Offside. Jesus Christ. He doesn't seem switched on again. My last save I signed Abraham and he was excellent, especially off the bench, but so far he just seems out of position more often than not. To be fair, that was the wrong pass. He'd made quite a good run that time. Another thing that I would recommend in PES, see if you are trying to work on your team chemistry and you go a couple of goals up, if you can, start stroking the ball around quite a bit like this. Like just... It's a good way to build up your team chemistry. Like pass completion rate and stuff like that, it does seem to help your chemistry jump up. Oh! Let's go back there. It's a wee flash of what that Ihataran, I think it's pronounced, can do. Like, he's still only, I think, 20-year-old, but when you get him up a few points, he really is dangerous. Like, that's a nice turn. And then he's just leathered that. Unlucky.
Vinicius Junior.
Not the best.
Now the counter. And it's Loftus-Cheek.
Shit.
Going for goal. Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big
Pretty good from Dumfries there.
And this team. Abraham. Vinicius Junior.
Oh no, wrong skill move. Looked like a fucking idiot. I was trying to do an around the world and that one didn't even make it to Blackpool. Oh. There's a few things that could have worked out differently and worked into nice bits of play, but we're getting there slowly.
You look back on the game then, Jim. Yeah, we knew there was a sizable
A
gap
2-0
in the
loss and a
quality of
2-0
both
win.
squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye.
So, I'll need to get making a dinner now, but I think what we'll do is I'll fire through a bunch of games, in fact 2 games offline. I don't want to go by the Old Firm game, I want to stream that one. So, I'll probably do that tomorrow since I'm off anyway. And after that, I'll probably I'll probably play some offline games until it comes to like a sort of pivotal game, and then we'll stream that again. Just go like that, back and forth. But each time I do come on stream, I'll go through what's happened since the last part or episode or whatever you want to call it. We'll just check results and league table here first. So 2-0 win over Fulham, Liverpool 3-0 over Chelsea, West Ham 3-1 over Burnley, Leicester 3-0, that'll be them still top of the league. Newcastle beat Arsenal 2-0. Wolves 1-0 over Sheffield United. Aston Villa beat Man City, good result. Rangers 4-0 over Southampton. Spurs 1-0 away at Palace. And Man United 1-0 away at Everton. So sorry, it's Man United and Leicester sitting top with 6 wins, a draw and a loss. I'm doing pretty good, only 3 points behind. I've got an extra loss. Ahead of Rangers, ahead of Liverpool, and ahead of Tottenham and Chelsea actually. Rangers are doing pretty well, 4-1 and 3. They've scored more goals and only conceded the same amount, so they've been a little bit unlucky not to be a little bit further up the table it seems, although 8th is pretty good. So let me just double check. I think it's 2 games before the Old Firm game. Wolves at home, Villa away, then Rangers at home. So I'll play these 2 games probably later tonight or something like that, or tomorrow morning, and then I'll stream this game and probably the Palace game as well, just to get 2 games in on the stream, and that would be part 3. Then at that point we can go away and fire through maybe only a couple of games actually, because Man United away, Spurs at home might be a good shout. We'll figure it out anyway, but there'll be plenty of Let's Plays coming up in the coming days and weeks. I am still planning to do the Euro 2020 Let's Play with Scotland and then possibly another country as well. The reason that hasn't started yet is because I heard from the maker of this patch, which is VirtuaRED, they're actually releasing a 3.0 patch, and that one is going to bring full Euro 2020 to the full Euro 2020 tournament to the game. It'll be set up with all the overlays and stuff like that, so I feel like doing it just now, like a week or 2 presumably before that gets released, would just be stupid. So I'm going to hold off for that and then do it at that time. So this Let's Play series wasn't initially going to happen, but I'm playing Hunters of PES just now, so it makes sense to include it while we wait for the Euro 2020 patch. But yep, that'll do me for just now. In the meantime, if you would like more of our content, you can find it on YouTube. We're at Pure Dead Gaming, obviously Pure Dead Gaming on Twitch, Pure Dead Gaming on Twitter, and we are also at puredeadgaming.com, where you can find some reviews, our podcast, and many other stuff. So until next time guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you later.